What's up, Blockheads, and welcome to the bonus episode of the Blockhead bike build for Season 2. Should be hopefully putting some finishing touches on the Harley-Davidson Iron 883 giveaway here. Like I said, that was part of Season 2 for the Blockhead bike build. So the last episode of the Blockhead bike build for Season 2 was the last one I said you were gonna see before the bike basically was revealed and all put together, and in that episode that we would basically announce who the winner was for it. However, based on the comments, a lot of people said that they wanted to see one more episode of the build because they wanted to see how I wrapped up a couple things. Such as the ECU relocation. They wanted to see the new battery. They wanted to see how I fix the fender issue. I'm pretty sure I've got it solved with this fender. Like I said, it was just a bit of a gap there last time around, but I'm pretty sure I can close that by trimming up the fender a little bit. We will see. Putting on the rear shocks, putting on the swing arm bag, the new clips for the battery cover, which is there. So yeah, people wanted to see me wrapping up these pieces, these parts, right? I asked you patrons if you would want one more build episode, and you guys overwhelmingly voted yes. So who am I to deny you what you want, since you guys are basically the ones supporting this build. You guys are the ones that make it all possible. So also, just to explain real quick, before we get started, this episode is coming out in Season 3. So by now you should have already seen what the new bike is for Season 3. So that's a Harley-Davidson Sportster 48. That white tank, really cool emblem on it, and we're gonna build it out a little differently. We're not going black and gold this time, you know, Blockhead style. So this build episode is gonna come out in Season 3, and it's gonna count towards Season 3. If you guys are pledged, yeah, it's going towards the new bike. If you guys are interested in getting in on it, you have to be a Blockhead patron. As I always say, I'm basically building this bike out and giving it away. This one, all the entries are already in for it. The deadline is passed, but for the new bike, if you guys are interested in getting in on that, go check out the Season 3 Episode 1 episode. I'll drop the link down in the description below. Basically, you have to be a member of Patreon. Go beyond that subscribe button, support the creation of content at patreon.com/blockheadmoto. So we've got our work cut out for us in this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and get to wrenching. It is a nice 92 degrees outside. The air conditioner is struggling to keep up, so I'm gonna jump into it and we're gonna montage and music and all that fun stuff. But hope you guys enjoy seeing how we kind of finally start piecing this thing together. Oh yeah, something I almost did forget. We've got new tires in, so you know, you guys will see that during the reveal. So let's get started. Made some really big strides here. So fender, good to go. Painting it, making sure it's not going to oxidize or anything like that. Battery cover, ECU relocation. So here's what we got. I think this is pretty much going to have to be the solution because I've tried all sorts of different ways, as you guys saw in the video. So I think I'm going to have to basically do it like this. I've heard of other people doing it like this as well, so might just have to be a thing. We got some zip ties here, so it's all attached on the top. It's all good. I mean, it is on there. It ain't coming off. This new latch system really keeps it on there, right? So I put the top piece on first and then tried to basically move it downwards. What I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna drill through this, basically straight through it, so I can loop a zip tie through there, just to pull this piece downwards. I will show you guys what we got going on. Really on there, man. Shit. That new latch system, man, it really latches on there. All right, so this is pretty much how we have it set up. Oh wow, it's thundering outside. So yeah, we got ECU pretty much going along with the curve of the battery cover, and then we got a smaller piece here which links in. I gotta get the FP3 in. Yeah, that should work. So that's how we got it set up. FP3 reconnected back there. The main fuse sets right there just fine. I think I should be able to squeeze it all on pretty much like that. Hey, it might be sloppy, but if it works, what do they say? If it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Isn't there a saying that goes something like that? Yeah, let's see if we can get the cover on. There you go. I think that's how it's gonna have to be, guys. It's the best way that I can figure it out. I mean, I've tried routing it, basically the ECU down through here, trying to mount it more back here, but it has to be pretty much right there within the battery cover to have enough room. And then, I mean, it is barely off by, you know, it won't close by like that much. So that's pretty much the ECU relocated, and then we have enough room in here to basically put the seat. You do have a battery tender, so whenever you want to recharge the battery, obviously you don't have to remove the cover or anything like that. Just take off the seat. That's a lithium battery, the Life battery, right? L-I-F-E. It's got like double the lifespan of like a normal battery. So, but if you are needing to recharge it, put it on a trickle charger or anything like that, make sure you have a lithium trickle charger, and you're just gonna plug it into that right there. So easy stuff. I'll just coil that, bunch it up under, you know, and then I need to do the wiring for the signals. But before I do that, I'm gonna get the fender back on. Where'd the fender go? Oh, there it is. So fender is chopped. Luckily I was able to make that one work. I need to wire up these lights. So this is gonna be a pretty easy job. The only thing is I need bolts that are long enough to go through that for these lights, because these bolts are not long enough. So basically I depinned the stock ones, so I have the harnesses here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to reuse these connectors, basically just cut these lines and then solder the stuff all together so that I can reuse those. The only reason I had to depin was to pull them out of these. So yeah, I cut those, solder these lines to those lines, use the stock harnesses, but I need longer bolts. So I need to run to Home Depot for that. Oh man, it's one extra thing, but it's one of the final things to getting the back of the bike done, and then we can finally put on the suspension from Harley. So man, let's run to Home Depot. I am tired as hell. I've been at this for hours. So you guys see it and it's like real quick, right? But I am seriously working in here for hours. I've been in here for about 4 hours now, and that's as far as I've gotten. Stuff takes a lot longer than you would think. Off to Home Depot to get those bolts. We're back and we got bolts. Took me a while to find them, but they had them, thank God. They only had 3 left, so I bought a couple sizes just in case. So let's get back to work. We're gonna go back to the montage, get this all wired up. I think what I'm gonna do is run the wiring through like right here. Yeah, probably like through here-ish, then under. Yeah, this one I'm gonna do. All right, back to it. All right, guys, I raised this up obviously so I could have some room to work in here, but we got the wiring all tucked away. I have this extra light in here as well from DK Customs, so this will basically light up as a brake light. I'm gonna do all the wiring in the next, well, I'm not gonna say the next episode because we're not doing another build episode, but I'm gonna do basically wire everything up off camera just because that's going to take a little bit and it's kind of tedious. But the functionality will basically be, all of them will be run lights. This will be only a brake light, and then this will be a run light as well as a left signal, and this will be a run light as well as a right signal. I do think I'm going to have to use a different like double-sided tape for this one though, because it's kind of loose. Basically waiting for all the I used some adhesive for the wiring to make it all stick. So now, instead of, like I said, doing the wiring, we're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the seat on it so that you guys can get some good looks of it with the seat still. Oh man, I'm really stoked that we made the fender work. It's awesome. I can't wait to like give this thing a bath. So next up, we're gonna do one of the fun things. We're gonna do the shocks, the suspension. So let's open this stuff up. So yeah, we're gonna get the suspension on, and then we're gonna, after we get that on, we're gonna get the swing arm bag on. And that'll probably be the episode, and we'll continue later down the road. All right, guys, we've made some huge progress, absolute huge progress in this episode. Good call on asking for an extra build episode. So just to go over a couple things real quick. We've got instructions for the adjustable rear Screaming Eagle shocks. Once again, big shout out to Harley-Davidson for being part of the build, sponsoring that. Also, big thanks to DK Customs for hooking it up with the rear fender light, and big thanks to Get Lowered for helping out with the Arlen Ness rear LEDs. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, the instructions for these guys, this is the instructions for the lithium battery as well as the adjustable rear shocks. I'm gonna put them in the swing arm bag, so whoever gets the bike, that is where they'll be. I freaking love that swing arm bag. I gotta get one on mine. I already have one, I just need to install it on mine. And yes, I will do a how to install video on that whenever I get there. Set's nice. So yeah, basically what do we have left? I've got to wire up the rear lighting, which is under the seat. We got the fender fixed, man. I am so stoked about that. So fender is good to go, no gap, basically sets right on it. And then we got it all bolted down. And then we've got some of the wiring here zip tied, tidied up. And then whenever I bring it off the lift, which is pretty much the next step, that's whenever we're going to adjust the bars. We'll tighten everything down, and then I will be getting some new tires on it, which you guys will see in the reveal video. And what else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, new fluids. Basically gonna do the 1K service on it, make sure it's all good to go so the person that receives it doesn't have to worry about it for a while. I think that's it for this episode, guys. I am freaking beat. I have seriously been in this garage for at least 8 hours. Thank God for that air conditioner. It's the only thing that's kept me going, but it was dying a couple times. Kept on tripping the breaker. I hate this garage. Can't wait to have a house. That'll be soon, that'll be soon. Anyways, big shout out to you patrons out there for wanting this bonus episode. Next episode, like I said, for this bike will be the reveal plus drawing and announcing the winner. Thank you guys for your patience while I've finished this one up. I definitely learned a lot about my timeline, my schedule. I feel like I continually learn a little bit more about that, but for this season, I or for season 2 anyways, that was this bike. I definitely had some changes in my schedule for my job, since, you know, I work a 9-to-5 job full-time, and that kind of impacted it a little bit, took away some of the time that I would have dedicated to, you know, working on the bike. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, appreciate the patience, I appreciate you guys going beyond that subscribe button. It really means a lot that I have the ability to do this and then give it away. It's pretty badass. So yeah, like I said, this is the last build video of season 2, but it's counting towards season 3, which is the Harley-Davidson 48 that I'm building out next and giving away. So like I said, if you guys want to get involved, you got to be a Blockhead patron. Go to patreon.com/blockheadmoto, sign up. You basically pledge on a per episode basis, and however much you pledge per episode times the number of episodes equals the amount of your entries. Pretty simple equation there. Be sure to check out the rules in the description on Patreon. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. And until next time, man, the back of this bike just looks mean now. Oh, that looks so good. I gotta get some of those shocks for mine. Oh, here's mine, my original, the OG Iron 83. See how we got the same tail lights? I basically like tried to replicate this bike kinda, but made this one even better. I'm stoked for whoever gets this bike. It's gonna be cool. Can't wait to see it done. Anyways, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, you guys, ride safe out there, stay vigilant. Catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.